Okay guys, let's go for a walk. Been in the shop all day. Let's see what civilization's like outside here into Killorglin. So there's a bridge, the county bridge into Killorglin, and we have a nice sunny day here in Killorglin on a Sunday. There's my neighbour, Wicked guys, and there's a toy shop down there. So let's go walk this way, I would say. We'll go up the town a bit. It's a bit quiet today, and have a look what's going on here. It's a place where all the teenagers hang out. It's Falvey's bar. It's taken over by new people, but it's a decent bar. Walk up the town here. We have Jack's. He's run by the lovely Polish couple, Mel and I forget her husband's name again off the top of my head, but really nice guys. Vine Coney, pretty much the only hotel in town with hooligans down there. Here we have Tweak, which used to be in town, but they've moved to the Innovation Centre now. And give a walk up the town here, see what's going on today. Give it a little walk. Here we might cross over here. Here's where all the faction fighting used to be in Killorglin. Right here on that roundabout where the faction fights used to be held. And here is a nice hill up the town. For those of you who love walking up hills. Nick's restaurant used to be in there. And it was sold to a man hooligan who won the lottery, and then he sold it again, and I don't know how many times it's been sold now. Solly Sombra, 10 Bridge Street. Cleena, Nick's daughter runs that. I still think Nick owns it, but she runs it, I'm not really sure. There's P.T. Sullivan's, an old shop sign. Here you have Mulvihills. Looking for, you know, some pharmaceutical stuff. That's the way to the church. We can walk down there. We walk up the town. Walk up the town past the cop shop. We have the Kingdom here. Haven't really been in the place. The old Forge, where all the young kids love to get their drink. This is still the case. I know a few 17-year-olds that still have a few pints in there. So I don't know what these guys are doing. Indian curry place. Fix your phones. I don't know. Some lads are running that to have a look around the town. James, the barber shop, the soundest man in town. If you want to get your haircut, go to that lad. He's gas, man. Really talkative, nice guy. Francie Sheehan's. Well, the guys who get their own money like to have a few beers, and I guess a few young teenagers going there as well. Quinlan's, where I get some takeaway across the way. There's Labour Exchange, where all the guys collect their social welfare money. Starlight Diner, and the Puck Bar for let. That place has been for let all the time, so it mustn't be doing too well. So we'll walk up the town here now. It's a Sunday morning. Let's see what's going on here in Gallery Blog. Oh yeah, this lady doesn't like me too much here, so we want to get her on camera. Long story. Yeah, she doesn't like me. Sheila Buns. It's a new, people have taken over that. Not too strict on the youngsters going in there drinking too. There's Clifford's. It's mostly young people and a few old people that go out. Most people my age with kids, they don't go out too much in Killorglin. So here we have the square. There you have Bunkers. Don't really get on with Ger, who runs the place. Find him quite rude, and he said some mean things to my wife before because of her nationality being from Thailand and Asia. So never really got on with the guy. Let's see now. Here we have the square. Nice little area here. We have the school up there, and I'll walk down this way down to Yarn Bridge here. Peter's the gentleman, great guy, hard-working lad as well. Harmony, what's your man's name again? I can't remember, the Chinese guy. He came in, he bought like 4 or 5 buildings in Killorglin when he first came here. The mill, nice guys there. Oh yeah, Cahallan's the butchers, nice guys to go in there too. Granmore, don't really know what's going on there. Some Rikishi healing stuff was in there before, or whatever that is. Another pharmacy. CIYMS. It's run by the people who think they own the town and control everything. The old school guys. They have like a 99-year lease on the place or something. Here we have the Killorglin Credit Union, which has been under investigation so many times for irregularity. The things that went on there, man, during the 2008 to 2012 period, man. Killorglin Credit Union got into big trouble, had to be taken over because of the old financial irregularities and stuff. All of this is documented in public publications. Here we have Burke's Butchers. They're alright. Here's a Hearn Dental, man. If you want a filling, if you want to get your teeth done in Killorglin, I went in to get a filling and I told I have to wait 6 weeks to get my filling done. I asked my kids to get their teeth cleaned and I had to wait 2 months for an appointment. So if you're trying to get any dental treatment in Ireland at the moment, be prepared to wait. I had to get a root I had to get a root filling and had to wait forever for it, and it was quite painful. So dental services are pretty crap in Ireland in terms of waiting prices. I went in to get my three kids their teeth cleaned and it came to €220. Still not happy with that. That's a bit of a rip-off, man. Rip-off Ireland. Lawn Pharmacy, people who work there are pretty sound and friendly, kind of nice. Here's the church. Used to be a pillar in society and a big community based used to go, but like most things now, you don't. There's a big decline in people actually going there. People have kind of, you know, in Ireland they used to be a very Catholic country and the church and all like that, but it's kind of, you know, like most places now, it's kind of lost this way, and there's always plenty of debate about the role of a church in society and things like that. There's pros and cons, but I suppose with all the scandals in the church, especially in the Irish church over the years, you know, I won't get into it for obvious reasons, people have, you know, kind of not really too keen on it. And during COVID, man, they were nowhere to be seen. Like, you know, you expect the church to be out helping people and doing things and helping people in need and stuff, and all they see is the priest in their fancy house down there. I'm still taking the collection money each week, but I don't really see them being too active in the community at all. Any of these guys, like, you know, it's like everything. Whenever there's a crisis, you know, you see people's true colours of what they are. Ah, balls. Oh, lucky. Some bird just shit and it nearly hit me in a hand. I felt something hit me, but it was just a bug. But yeah. We'll walk down this way too and see what's going on. So here, as you see, it's like a nice spot, like, regardless of my kind of opinions of the place. Sometimes when you live in the place for too long, you just get a little bit kind of, you know, you want to see some other place. So I'll just continue now with this video and we'll walk down this path and down across the Iron Bridge, just to give you guys another sense of it. So there's a lot of nice various walks that you can go around Killorglin, especially when you have blue skies like this, which are kind of rare enough. There you have the Lough River below, which you used to see a lot of people fishing on all the time, but you don't really see that anymore. Here we have the Iron Bridge, and we'll go over and stand on that, and you guys can check out the view as well. So there's a lot of nice walks around Ireland, but when the weather is like this, when it's nice, which is rare, we don't get enough of these particular days. And again, it gives you guys just a little insight into the area around my shop, because you probably get sick of me in my basement making sticks all the time. So at least you guys now can see a little bit more of the beautiful Irish countryside. And the birds are tweeting. Aloha House is up there. I don't know too much about the place. I know they do all that kind of alternative Reishi healing and stuff, like seminars and things like that as well. walk up here now this way. Oh, I tripped over. Go up to the bridge. We'll see. Some graffiti up here as well. Some teenagers drinking. So I'll avoid that because I think they have some Nazi stuff written down on the wall. Teenagers, man, they're gas. It's like they try to be as edgy as possible and write the most controversial graffiti up. There's not too much, there's only a little bit down there. Teenagers here in Killorglin are pretty harmless. Like, they're not like a bad bunch. They're just your typical guys. But they're not causing too much trouble. A bit of smoking and drinking around here, that's about it. And we're going to now to the Iron Bridge, and we'll have a look around here. A few people out walking their dogs and stuff. A nice Sunday morning, and then we'll look at the view down here as well, where we can kind of see from the bridge. So here's the Iron Bridge, which used to have a railway going across up until the 60s. And here we can take in some of the views. Some nice views of Killorglin, McCaffrey Crafts, the biggest mountain in Ireland. And it's actually quite nice views from here. We'll walk across the bridge now. Say hello to one of my neighbours. Sound lad actually. But I'll try not to get these guys on camera. Here, we'll look around here again and see a bit of the old scenery. We'll go to the other side. I'm going to show this too. This is more of the Lough River. You guys can see it as well. This is kind of like a nice place in town if you want to go for a walk. We'll continue on now straight down here. There you have that wind turbine, which is an ugly thing to be looking at. But I still wonder, like, the rules and regulations about how close that should be to a living premises, because look, there's houses over there that's within a few hundred meters, and like, I think there is a law in place regarding how close that can be to something. But it's like anything, as people query it. So we'll walk down this little path now, and yeah, this is like a typical Sunday morning in Killorglin. There's hardly anyone around town, not much traffic around. People in Ireland like to sleep in on a Sunday. You know, no one comes out of bed until like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So you always see the older people out and about on a Sunday morning, getting their things done. And you know, if you're a parent, you've been doing the school run all week, you know, Sunday morning you just want to relax. But you attempt it every week, but the kids always wake up anyway and wake you up. It's kind of funny, like, you know, you can't get them out of bed from Monday to Friday, but then when it's a Saturday or Sunday, they wake up like even earlier than they should. So it's kind of interesting. There's actually some blackthorn up here. There should be. There's not much blackthorn around Killorglin anymore. Like, and the pieces that you see are not really suitable or long enough to kind of like make a walking stick out of. But the blackthorn would be in kind of full bloom now. It'd be like, you know, kind of white flowers and stuff like that. So we go down here and have a look. It's a nice little path and a walk. As you can see, look, Killorglin's not a bad spot to go. It's pretty safe enough here still. It's low enough crime, you know. Local elections are coming up in Kerry, so all the politicians are making their false promises now. We'll do this, we'll do that. But there's actually a good friend of mine who's like the most popular guy in Killorglin, who's about the same age as me, 45. His name's Podge Foley. Give me a shout out. He is running for the local elections. Like, this guy is literally the most popular guy. Like, everyone loves him. He's like the son of a barman, and you know, he worked with his sister in a popular cafe in town for a long time too, and he taught football to a lot of the youngsters, and he's more of a comedian type guy. I actually did some comedy gigs with him before, a long time ago, back in the days when I ran and attempted to do a comedy circuit in Killorglin, until all the local committee guys said down with this sort of thing. They didn't want my type of comedy in Killorglin. It's so funny, man, how small Ireland is with these committees that think they run the town. Here's some blackthorn. Look, that's a very young blackthorn tree. You see the leaves on it there. And there's a bit of blackthorn in here. We'll see now we get it better. Yeah, like there's a bit of blackthorn here. But why isn't the white flowers in it yet? Maybe it's because it's sheltered. Oh, here we go. You can see the white flowers. The white flowers should be blooming already on this area. So here we have some of the white flowers. So usually the white flowers in the blackthorn have been blooming for weeks now, but maybe this bunch of blackthorn, because it's kind of a bit sheltered by this big tree that's not getting the sunlight. But yeah, they're the flowers of the blackthorn. These ones are too young to use for walking sticks, and they're always cut back anyway. So walk by this path. This should be a little bit quieter as well. Not too many people walk around this path here. They just walk to Yarn Bridge and around and back. And this way it brings you general direction towards my house and stuff like that. Years ago, I went in down there and got some blackthorn. Used to be a nice little patch there, but you know, not anymore. It's nice here as well. Years and years ago, this little boreen was just a dirt trail. It hadn't even this place here, and all along here was blackthorn before the blackthorn apocalypse happened. Here we have what's it called, hawthorn or whitethorn, which many people confuse with blackthorn. The leaves are a bit different, but yeah, lots of people get those ones as well and paint them and call them blackthorn. So now they're just remnants of what we used to be here, and for some reason it's just all the hawthorn trees. Where all the blackthorn was cool because it used to be always along here, but then these guys cut it all away, and when guys want to do that, you can't really do too much. Here we have some holly, and I'll have plenty of holly sticks for this Christmas. I have a nice little bunch of holly which I'm seasoning now. They'll be probably I'll probably start making them in August, September, and then by October, November I should probably have a few hundred holly sticks on my website. If all goes to plan, stay injury free and stay fit and healthy. That's the thing, man. The stick making game, it's not for old fellas. You see a lot of these old hobbyist guys having to go at it and thinking they can, you know, they can really scale it up and stuff, and then they learn the valuable lesson about how physically tough this business is and mentally tough, and how it's a 7-day-a-week job, and how there's a lot more to this business than just like making a stick, finding a stick, keeping your stock quantity up, having a quantity of blackthorn year after year, constantly going out, constantly talking to farmers. Here's going to be a national park. Well, not national park, I mean like the local park for yeah, I think it's open now as well. I'll go for a walk in that the next day because I'm a bit hungry now. I'm gonna go back. I've actually started my intermittent fasting and keto because my energy is actually pretty low after my testicular cancer journey, and I need to start doing some exercises and get back fit and healthy again. But for 2 months after my operation and my surgery, I have like an 8-inch gash just above my manhood area, so I need to wait for that to fully heal. But yeah, anyway, I shouldn't be using things as excuses. Just, you know, you can exercise even anyway and eat healthy, but I think I use as an excuse just to eat some nice takeaway a bit too much for the past 2 months, so I get back to a bit of a health routine now and stuff. But yeah, if any of you guys in the stick community want to do a bit of health and fitness, I'm down for that too. But like usually people who buy a walking stick, they have health issues, so it's not easy for them to be out and active and running and walking and different things, because you know they might have leg injuries, recovering from surgery, loads of things. So I'm very sympathetic to what you guys are going to in the stick community. I know it's not easy. The majority of people who buy a walking aid, they usually need that because they need a bit of a helping hand. So, you know, as someone who's been through my own struggles in the past year, I know it all too well. I had my own walking stick for after my surgery. I had 2 of them actually. I needed 2 because I found it pretty hard to walk around. But when I had 2 sticks to balance me, I found it a bit easier as well. That's the thing actually. It's 2 sticks is actually a bit better than 1. Like when you're walking with 1 stick, it's fine. But like when you kind of need it as a walking aid, I just found it way more beneficial. There's the graveyard. We'll walk back this road a little bit now. There's some of the old creamery milk things. The place I think needs to be repaired. Looks like it needs a little bit of love as well. And I think I'll turn the camera off soon. And I'll leave you guys go. It's about 21 minutes now. We'll have a nice little view here of the sunshine because I see there's a big trail of our local immigrants that have come in from Somalia and where else? Nigeria, I think I saw in the newspaper said. There's a big line of them walking now, so it's probably not best to put the local refugee settlement in the video. So anyway, there's a little taste of what Killorglin's like from myself and a view. So I'll just end a video now because they're kind of walking down and I don't want to highlight too many things like that. We'll focus on the beauty of Killorglin. Alright, thanks for watching guys, bye.